The Keiko Yukimura documentary video. Hello everyone, this is DenoxSeries speaking once again and hope you are all doing great. I know I have been off for quite a while, but I'm coming back slowly at least. So I have a lot of surprise projects coming up this year, and this one, I would like to touch upon a female character I feel that is extremely underrated, and I think she has so much potential, but was never fully realized, I believe. This girl's name is Keiko Yukimura from the Yu Yu Hakusho series. Hey, I just want to inform you quickly that now I'm taking commissions on Fiverr.com. But before I tell you what my gigs are, you may be asking, what is Fiverr.com? It's an online marketplace where freelancers from around the world can offer their own services online based on the skills that they develop. Starting at $5, I can create your very own custom thumbnails for your YouTube videos, or I can create your very own Discord server for your business and fan base. More info on my gigs in the link below. I may offer new gigs in my page as time passes by and my skills increases, so be sure to check in regularly. Also, if you want to become a freelancer yourself and create your own gigs to monetize your skills, I have a referral link to Fiverr.com below in the description for you to sign up to. When you sign up to Fiverr today, you can get 20% off your first purchase on the site. Plus, I get a 20% commission off that as well, so it's really a win-win for the both of us. I also have a TeePublic store where I offer t-shirts of different Denox logos and slogans I did over the past couple years. More may be added later. Also, you can join my Discord link in the description below to interact more with me or any of my other fans that may have similar interests to you. Now, let's go back to the video. To start this off, how about I give you her biography so you get to be more familiar with her, cause I think most anime fans sort of forgotten about her existence. She is a middle school girl who is 14 years old with short dark brown hair and brown eyes. She is the childhood friend and love interest of our main protagonist of Yu Yu Hakusho named Yusuke Urameshi. This girl, you can say, is like the complete opposite of what Yusuke is. She is very smart, athletic, and gets straight A's in her class. Oh, and did I mention she is voiced by Laura Bailey from the Funimation English dub? One of my most favorite female voice actors of all time, next to Elise Bowman and Stephanie Nodoni. Laura Bailey also voiced characters like Toru Honda from Fruit Baskets, Kid Trunks from Dragon Ball Z, and Jean from Claymore. One of the biggest traits I love about Keiko is the fact that she risked her life in a bonfire in order to save Yusuke's body from being burned to a crisp created by fire enemies from Super Mario Maker 2. Oops, getting off topic, huh? I feel that she is one of the most important female characters in this anime because if she did not save his body like she did, especially with Yusuke throwing that spirit egg afterwards, Yusuke would have been dead and none of the events of Yu Yu Hakusho would have happened. Keiko initiated this action. She even sacrificed part of her long hair that she had to get Yusuke's body out of that bonfire, and that's why Keiko now has short brown hair instead of the long pigtail one that she had before. Both hairstyles look cute to me actually. I also like how she sets Yusuke straight by slapping his face so hard that he knocked Yusuke across the place. I mean, when I first saw that, I'm like, her slaps are very lethal. She knocked Yusuke with one slap, just like Saitama's one punch. If you get my reference, of course. One slap girl. But then she also got captured by Hiei after he slashed her in the streets to try to slowly demify her to make her into one of his demon slaves. What a jerk. But of course Yusuke and Botan came to save her and all is well. Anyways, I think that Keiko is an amazing character. The stuff that she did in the first 5 to 6 episodes really had my 14-year-old self believe that she would play a major role in the series later on. I mean, she is Yusuke's girlfriend after all, right? Like how they treat Uraraka from My Hero Academia and Orihime from Bleach. Both girlfriends of the main protagonist and played a big role throughout most of the series. But that's not really the case with Keiko now, is it? Later I found out that Keiko had no appearance whatsoever in the Rando arc. Keiko did not even join Yusuke, Kuwabara, and Botan this tournament they were in to cheer for Yusuke. Come on, man. She did appear a bit in the 4 St. Beats arc because Suzaku was targeting Keiko by zombifying many people in her school to try to kill her in an attempt to get Yusuke so angry that he will use his full power against him. But I think when Botan joined in to help Keiko get away from all these zombies, they both did pretty decently well to fight them off. I really enjoyed these scenes cause it gave Keiko a role to play in this whole arc. Now going to the Dark Tournament arc, Keiko was there with Botan, Chizuru, and Yukina cheering for Yusuke and his other friends from Team Urameshi, but you saw how heartbroken she was when she saw Yusuke being beaten by Toguro. She fainted. Afterwards, Yusuke saw that after a while and tried to wake her up and slap her face a lot until she woke and she slapped his face super hard to the ground. I tell you, she's super strong. Owned! And after the Dark Tournament, she did got involved in a few things in Chapter Black, not much worth mentioning to be honest. She did however saw Yusuke in his demon form at the end of the arc, and once she knew it was him, she was happy and hugged him because he survived the battle. Then we have the separation. Apparently Keiko did technically broke up with Yusuke temporarily, but Yusuke told her to wait for him in 3 years. Keiko doubted that, and said that she may meet some other guys, and a lot can happen during that time. I can understand that she's being a realist there. I mean, what if Yusuke died before he came back? He is going to the demon world after all. But yeah, Keiko did wait for Yusuke all this time. She rejected all the guys that approached her because even if she did not like it, she had faith that Yusuke will return, and girls like her are a rarity to find. Girls commonly does not wait too long for a guy, and they go to the next one. But I have a lot of respect for Keiko for actually waiting for Yusuke to return as he promised years ago. So yeah, that's pretty much all the main events I wanted to mention where Keiko had a pretty decent role within the story. Honestly, for a support character and girlfriend of the main character Yu Yu Hakusho, I wish Togashi could have done more with her. But you know what I recently found out? That in an interview with Togashi for Yu Yu Hakusho, he clearly said that Keiko was his least favorite character because she is a manga cliché. That explains why Keiko barely made any appearance throughout the majority of this series. You know that Botan, the other female character, showed up way more than Keiko? Seriously man. In case you don't know what a manga cliché is, it's basically something that is very stereotypical and commonly used in many different animes. Very overused. Yeah, she is somewhat a tsundere that slaps Yusuke very hard when she is mad. But if you were to compare a character like for example, Ume Shirahime from the anime Bento, where she just hits the guy for no good reason just because she is jealous that she thinks that he is making a move on Hana, but with no evidence, just being straight up abusing him, to a girl like Keiko that has a very good reason for slapping Yusuke hard. And of course it's because Yusuke purposely tried to do perverted acts towards Keiko, and she is there to slap some sense into him. I applaud her there, but Shiraume? Nope, she does it because she hates guys, and we have many other anime tsundere girls like her. Ugh. Keiko tsundere's personality is more different and unique. Heck, Misaka's a tsundere too, because she cannot beat Toma in a fight, cause his right hand can negate all of her electric ability. Even she sorta has a better reason than Shiraume and the other girls like her, but I respect Keiko more of course. So to conclude this, I believe that Keiko could have been a lot more than she was in the series. Togashi, if you think she was stereotypical, you are the creator. You can alter her personality to make her more likable. In fact, seeing that her slaps was strong enough to knock a very tough fighter like Yusuke like he was nothing. Heck, Yusuke even said the following, Keiko's slaps hurts more than other people's punches. So let's just say according to Yusuke, Keiko is stronger than Kuwabara because his punches does not really hurt Yusuke. So what does that say to Keiko's wasted potential? She could have done a lot more. I think she should have some sort of spiritual energy to begin with, like one of Ichigo's sister called Karen Kurosaki. She can see spirits clearly, but she is not a fighter. But clearly, some potential there to develop her better. Keiko's slap with some spiritual energy like that, she could have easily been an ally in Yusuke in his fights. Like Uraraka helping Deku and Orihime helping Ichigo in a fight as well with her healing power and with her other tricks as well. Maybe Keiko could have unlocked spiritual energy within her slap, and if she trained, her hands will sure be a deadly weapon just like Yusuke's punches. But inside my mind, I have been making a fanfiction crossover series where Keiko at first is a normal girl who is a straight A student, but then the role was invoked in chaos. Most of the greatest shonen heroes like Goku, Vegeta, Yusuke, Luffy, and Naruto has been rather dead or turned into a card by the card reapers that roams around the world. And Keiko Yukimura is one of the very few survivals in this world. She finds a card that was laid in the Barrens. She picks up the card to see who it is. It's a shonen hero called Monkey D. Luffy, and since she has some spiritual energy like I said earlier, she can awaken the power within the card and is able to summon Luffy to aid her. Or she can temporarily use some of Luffy's Gum Gum powers herself for at least a minute before the card has to recharge for 5 to 10 minutes, which will leave Keiko vulnerable when not used right. That is how Keiko received the title of Card Wielder. That's just an idea of a potential Keiko or other characters in the shonen series that were not originally fighters. And of course her goal is to rescue her boyfriend Yusuke and the other shonen heroes trapped within the cards. Cards that are captured by the Card Reapers will become slaves to the darkness. The Card Reapers can literally turn any shonen heroes into cards with one slice. But if Keiko holds several cards, she is technically immune to it. At first she is alone with Pooh, but later on in her journey, she will meet other remaining heroes to aid her to recover all the shonen cards and find a way to restore a dying world to its former glory. And I remember when I imagined Keiko having a fight with a villain called Frieza as her first opponent, and she as a normal girl just getting to learn how to use the cards in order to somehow defeat the evil Frieza with the power of Luffy and another card she obtained called Kuwabara. As I said earlier, it's a crossover series, so please do not take this serious. What if scenarios and dream matches are a thing, and sometimes using our imagination can help expand the fanfiction world in my opinion. I can go on and on of all the different story arcs that Keiko gets involved with, where she will have to fight Suzaku, Sensui, and even Toguro, one of them in each arcs, and all in different forms I have for her as well. But it will go on forever, so I'll leave that for another time. Let me also point out that at some point, Botan also joins her as a fighter and card wielder as well. Keiko in my crossover fanfic also has a rival called Mei. She's an original character I created for this fanfic, who is also in love with Yusuke and plays the role as Keiko's best friend in school. A love triangle that can really spice things up. If you wish for me to tell more stories about it, let me know that you are interested and I may consider it in a future video. Anyways, what do you think about this whole Keiko Yukimura situation? Do you think that she is filled with wasted potential? Or is Keiko just fine the way she is now? Let me know in the comment section below. If Keiko did have potential to have done more in the Yu Yu Hakusho series, let me know what some of the solid ideas you would have for her that could stand out with Yusuke and his gang. What powers would she have? Since you know her slaps are pretty strong in the main series. I would love to hear from you. Keiko Yukimura is in the top 5 most favorite anime girls of all time in my list now. And I wish they could have done more with her. My 14-year-old self when I first saw Yu Yu Hakusho was disappointed when after season 1, Keiko showed up way less than before. And that's why after all this time, I finally decided to want to talk about this. So if you find this video interesting, please leave a like on this video and share this with every anime fans you know, especially the ones that loved the Yu Yu Hakusho anime back in the day. And subscribe to my channel if you're new and you want to see new anime, gaming, and tech related content from me. And until next video guys, take care, God bless, and stay cool. Bye bye. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to this channel and click the bell to keep up to date for new videos like this from me. And also check out the videos you see on the screen here if it interests you. Also check out my other channel at Super Xenix Maker 770 for Mario Maker 2 and ROM hacks related content. Hope to see you again.